everybody, it's Sons of Gaming here with another Ninjago review for episode 80, The Quiet One. This episode also has two major reviews to it, which we'll get to in a little bit. But first, this episode was probably not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more filler, but there was a little bit of action. Still not one of the best, but the reveals were fun. Well, one of them I was hoping would never happen, but it did. But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so first up, it starts with Lloyd and Humi running away from a creature in Primal's Eye, and this creature actually is creature from episode 15. Which is Child's Play. If you all remember the creature, let me know in the comments below. I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it. I want to see if you guys can know the creature, who knows the creature, who remembers it. Because it was quite a while ago, so some people may not remember it. Some people. I'm sure most people will. But anyway. Also another thing that's interesting is Humi's character changes in this episode, so obviously at the start of the episode, people who didn't think it was going to happen should have known. Me, I knew, but I'm in denial. And I'm still in denial. But we'll get to that later. Basically, she takes charge of the expedition to the forest while Lloyd's broken arm is there. Back at the bounty, though, the ninjas are fixing up the bounty, taking care of the baby, which Cole is now named Cole Jr., but that's not right. But we'll get to that later as well. Cole Jr. was funny. Also, seriously, he's funny. I can see why people thought it was going to be his kid. But it's not. We'll get to that later too, though. Also, Pixel is starting to doubt her usefulness to the team in this part. After she makes a simple mistake. But, I think she's just nervous because now, Zane knows her secret and all that. And, when you're in love, you tend to make lots of mistakes. Simple ones too. But also, Linnea returns with Pixel's semi-neck. And in it, she finds a message from Lloyd, which is basically saying he's heading for the temple. But anyway, on the outskirts of Primal Eye, the Sons of Garmadon have arrived and are heading towards the smoke, which is where the bounty is. Meanwhile, back with Lloyd and Humi, they are continuing their journey to the Black River, heading through Strangler's Path, which Lloyd tries to mention that it's just a name, but it's not just a name. While mentioning it's just a name, he does mention 3 other locations from past episodes and seasons. The Cave of Despair, Blind Man's Eye, and Hiroshi Labyrinth. But of course, after that, he gets attacked by the vines. So, that's probably why it's called Strangler's Path, in a way. Now, interesting thing about this scene is Humi saves him again, but that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is she actually throws her sword at the vine from a certain distance, and it's like, how did she do that? She's just a princess. So yes, it's another suspicious point. But also, what's interesting is the way Lloyd reacts. Lloyd actually ends up being suspicious. And that is why Humi ends up kissing him. Because Lloyd is actually getting suspicious. Now that is something interesting, and I hope he's actually still suspicious, and in episode 81, because, he was suspicious. Very suspicious. He was asking questions and all that. But anyway, back on the bounty, Pixel and Zane have a little moment. Basically, Pixel asks if she was more helpful in his head, but also mentions that she, likes it in her own body. And obviously Zane mentions that he likes her how she is. So, love, true love. The Sons of Garmadon, however, are meeting a lot of obstacles on their way to the bounty. For example, a big canyon. This is where Kilo places the Mask of Deception for his second time and pulls a Lloyd from the reboot season. You remember that season where he was moving the rocks to make a bridge? Basically, that's what Kilo did. But of course, this one was a little bigger, so the motorbike could go on it. Now, now we're at the point where one of the first reveals happens. This reveal is on the bounty. It's why the ninjas are continuing to fix the bounty. They're passing each other tools, and Jay can't find the pliers, so a tiny little hand passes it to him. Now I'm guessing you can all guess what I mean by tiny hand. Yes, it's a baby. It's Cole Jr. He asks Cole why Cole Jr. is out there, and he thought he put away, and all that. It's like, yeah. And then, yeah, basically they're all freaking out because the baby's walking. I have some questions about this, but I'll get to that in another video. But anyway, basically the baby walks over to the tea, grabs the tea. This is also a hint from the last episode as well. So, you know, people got it from the last episode. Or was it the last episode or 2 episodes ago? The episode when Cole was feeding at tea. I don't remember how long ago that was. But basically, Jay's like, I've seen it all, I quit. And then the baby, in a cute little voice, says, "Ninja never quit." I can't do a cute baby voice, but it was so adorable the way I said it. And then obviously the ninja's faces, especially Zane's. Zane's was interesting because he's a robot. But basically they figure out that it's Wu. So yep, it's Baby Wu. That's what I'm calling it from now on, Baby Wu. And yeah. Now the interesting thing that I have about this is how they explain it is just it's not right. It has so many holes in it, saying that it was a time blade making a baby, the reversal time blade and the fall and all that. Well, yes, but then what about Kainea's dad? He was affected by the exact same thing. Okay. Now, yes, it could be something to do with him being lost in time, but that still doesn't explain it. There's still too many holes in it. They need to do a better job explaining it. It actually bothers me there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this review, and I mean, when it was all revealed, I like it. It's cute. I like the baby being like that and being all wise. Because another thing is, the fact that he said ninjas never quit shows that Wu has all his memories in there. So Wu's in there. Wu will probably remember. I have a feeling Wu will remember all this when he gets back to his full age, because he actually mentioned stuff that he said as an old man. So I think all his memories are still there. He just can't express them because he's too young at the moment. But anyway, the only problems I have with that, I like the review, but the only problem is the confusingness and the holes that are in it. There's still so many holes. You can try and explain it, but there's still too many holes in it. But anyway, moving on. Back with Lloyd and Hilmi, they arrive at the Black River. Was it Black Lake or Black River? I think it was a river. It was a river. And Hilmi suspiciously runs into a boat with the Sons of Garmadon symbol. She also pauses for a little bit and then has a reaction. Like, she pauses and then she reacts in a way that makes her look scared. But anyway, we'll get to that. And also, another thing that's interesting is the keys were left on the boat. Who does that? It's like, let's leave the keys here for someone to take it. Who leaves their keys in a car, boat, or anything? So, that's suspicious too. But anyway, while on the boat, you obviously hear the scene talking about the Quiet One, and how his father's not the greatest villain, and all that. And then they get attacked by a creature, which we will see in the future episodes. You see it in this episode, it's the same creature. I have no doubt it's the same creature. But we don't see it all until the next episode, another episode. But anyway, they get attacked, and this creature must have strong armor, because it breaks Lloyd's sword. Like, Lloyd's sword ends up breaking. People, man, they really gotta make tougher swords. Like, it must be expensive to be a ninja, losing all those weapons. When you throw a shuriken, yeah, unless you go pick it up again, yeah, you have to go buy more. It's like, wow, it must be expensive to be a ninja. Anyway, they also end up falling down a waterfall, opposed from falling up a waterfall. And yeah, then it fades to black. Then we head back to the bounty where the ninjas have fixed the bounty, and when they fix the bounty, they discover the location the Quiet One was on the bounty. It does reveal the identity of the Quiet One, which is Hilmi. Yeah, obviously it was going to happen. I just was in denial, and I'm still in denial. I still don't want this, because now it opens the door for other theories that I don't like, and it just, bothers me. But anyway, it's happened now. Still bothers me. I'm still in denial. I just don't like it one bit. But anyway, we'll go to that. But anyway, after they discover it, they try and warn Lloyd, but the the Sons of Garmadon arrive there and attack them. But the Sons of Garmadon are obviously really weak because they were losing only until points until they put the mask on and only have 2 masks. So, yeah, I mean, they must be very weak. They're the weakest gang in Ninjago City. Even Chen's gang was stronger than that. I mean, seriously, do you really need a mask to run on a mask to beat the ninjas? Everyone underestimates the good guys. They really do. But anyway, finally we get to Lloyd. Back to Lloyd, where they've basically landed on the beach side of where the waterfall, after falling in the waterfall. And Lloyd gets up, discovers that the temple is basically underneath the waterfall. And, tells Hilmi that we found it. And then while looking at it, while Hilmi's behind him, she ends up with an evil grin. Which obviously doesn't reveal to him, but reveals it to all of us. But, to be honest, I still, like I said before, just itchy. I don't like it. I hate this. I hate it. I'm in denial. I'm still in denial, and I'm staying in denial. I was in denial before, even though I knew it was going to happen. I'm in denial now, even though it's happened. I don't care. I just don't like it. But, anyway. But anyway, that does it for my review of episode 80. If you're in all that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, check back every day for all kinds of stuff. And this every week. Well, at least until the season ends. And then we'll have to wait until next season. Which shouldn't have to wait too long since it's meant to be 1 week. But doesn't mean the season will be 1 week. It just means the episode will be. So probably, I say the break will be in between the seasons. But I actually have a theory about the seasons, which I might do in another video too. But anyway, we'll get to that. So yeah, anyway, see ya!